Have you ever stopped to wonder how your social media feed just knows what to show you? Or how your online shopping cart can remember what you added like an hour ago? Well, the answer is this incredible piece of tech that's quietly powering almost everything we do online, the database. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this digital powerhouse.
I mean, just think about your digital footprint from this morning alone. Every single photo you liked, every message you sent, every product you looked at, all of that creates data. But when does it actually go? It doesn't just poof into thin air or the cloud. Nope. It has to be stored, it has to be organized, meticulously I might add, and it has to be ready to be pulled up at a moment's notice.
You know, if there is one single idea to take away from this entire explainer, it is this right here. The absolute best way to think about a database is as a living data warehouse for everyone to share. And I want you to forget any idea of some dusty old attic. This is an active, super organized, and really collaborative space.
Okay, so with that really powerful warehouse analogy in our minds, let's get a little more official. What's the actual blueprint that makes a database, well, a database?
So here it is, the textbook definition. The key phrases you really want to lock onto are systematically organized and used by multiple people. This tells you right away we are not talking about some random pile of files on a computer. This is a highly structured system, and it's built from the ground up with one main goal, making it easy and efficient to share.
At its heart, a database is like a central hub. You've got lots of different users, maybe different programs, all tapping into the same pool of data at the exact same time. And that data isn't just sitting there, right? It's actively powering applications. Think of an e-commerce site or a company's internal software. It's this ability to be a shared, reliable engine that makes databases so incredibly important.
All right, now every true database, I don't care how big or small it is built on 4 fundamental principles. You can think of these as the non-negotiable rules of our data warehouse. They're what ensure everything runs smoothly and dependably.
So here they are, the 4 non-negotiables. First up is integrated data. This just means we get rid of duplicates to create one single source of truth. Super important. Second, stored data, which makes sure all that information is kept safe and is always accessible when you need it. Third, you've got shared data, which is really the key to collaboration, letting tons of users access the same data at once. And finally, changing data. This means the database is a living, breathing system that's constantly being updated to show the most current information. But here's the thing. Data itself hasn't exactly stood still, so the whole concept of a database has had to evolve, and pretty dramatically, moving from managing these neat, tidy shelves of information to, well, to handling pretty much everything.
Yeah, back in the early days, most data was what we call structured. It was information that fit perfectly into tables and spreadsheets. You know, it was predictable, it was easy to organize. But today's databases, they have a much, much bigger job. They have to manage all kinds of data, including unstructured stuff like the text in an email, your photos, videos, and, yeah, all those social media posts.
And this huge shift has totally changed the goal of a database. We've basically moved from a filing cabinet model, where the main point was just systematic searching, to more of a funnel model. The mission today is so much broader. It's all about diverse utilization. It's not just about finding information anymore. It's about collecting, processing, and pulling value from every single piece of content you can get your hands on.
But of course, a technology this powerful doesn't come with its own set of challenges. Building and maintaining this shared data warehouse, well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, with some pretty big pros and cons to think about.
The advantages, they're pretty obvious. You get incredible efficiency, centralized security, which is huge, and seamless collaboration. It's a really powerful and flexible system. But on the flip side, all that power comes at a cost. These systems are complex to maintain, they absolutely require strict backup procedures, and let's be honest, they can be expensive to set up and run, with a real risk of getting overloaded if they're not managed perfectly.
And that really brings us to the most crucial point of all. A database is the engine. It's the technology that transforms all that raw, messy data into a structured, reliable, and incredibly valuable asset. It literally turns chaos into gold.
So, let's just quickly recap why this all matters so much. A database is more than just software. It's a whole philosophy of sharing and integration. It's built for our modern world, ready to handle all types of data. It guarantees that the information you're using is reliable and current. And bottom line, it is the absolute core of how we manage information in the digital age.
Which brings us to our final thought. If data really is the new, most valuable asset, as important as money or property, then it begs a really critical question. How are you managing yours? Thanks for joining us.